You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
I think there's only one way to start off the show today.
Oh, yeah?
How about them freaking Blue Jays going to the World Series, baby?
Woo! It was interesting last night. Game started with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. Then it got real quiet everywhere that was a Blue Jay-friendly bar.
And then this happened.
And a swing and a fly ball to left field. Back goes Arozarena. She's gone!
Injected straight in my veins, baby.
I mean, just the absolute pure smack of the wood. I love the clip that I saw, the pitcher for the Mariners who threw that pitch that got knocked out by George Springer, was asked about it like, do you regret the pitch? Did you miss the pitch? He goes, I threw that exact same pitch in that exact same place the last time I faced Springer. It was a ground ball.
That's baseball,
He
man.
just got me this time.
Oh, my gosh.
What a line.
What a vibe last night when we were at the bar. It was crazy seeing everyone celebrate. But I will say, that Springer clip is amazing. But someone texted in and said, have you heard it in French? Even better.
Un ballon que de prise à Springer. La balle est frappée seulement en direction du champ gauche. À la piste d'avertissement. Circuit. George Springer.
Sur une jambe et demie, on en parlait. Il va vivre un moment où il va faire la différence malgré le fait qu'il est blessé.
Not a clue what he's saying, but it sounds absolutely unreal.
It's just further proof that English is the most boring language to hear sports in.
I feel like those kids in Talladega Nights.
I don't even know what that means, but I love it.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Did you see the clip? So there's a pitcher for the Mariners named Brian Wu.
Oh, he got pulled, and then the pitcher came in and gave up the home run.
Well, so they're interviewing Wu, and they're like, it's local media. Like, they're trying to put the spin on it of like, this is, one of the best performances by a Mariners team in the history of the club. And he's trying to find the right words. And listen to this.
Having gone as further than any other team in franchise history.
Oh my God.
So that scream came from the locker room. It is allegedly, according to media in the locker room, Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, the guy that got the final strike.
He's the guy that got struck out in the top of the ninth to end the game, to clinch for the Blue Jays, to send them to the World Series. And apparently he was just by himself and just let out all of the emotions.
Dude, play that scream again. Game 7, 2013 for me right there. Dude, every playoffs loss for the Leafs, I know that feeling right there.
I think like the first one that comes to mind, because that's the thing. Every sports fan or every athlete has that moment where you either felt like that or you actually did it. I think the last one for me is probably, it was the Pittsburgh Steelers, my favorite football team, playing the Denver Broncos in the Tim Tebow era. He throws a dart for 80 yards in overtime to win the game, and I just screamed.
Bro, sports aside, how many of us have like woken up on a Monday morning after you snoozed your alarm?
Not realizing that it's only Friday and not, in fact, Saturday like you thought it was when you opened your eyes.
Yeah.
I have to go to work today? And then you just...
How many people were making Thanksgiving dinner a couple weeks ago and then check the oven to see the turkeys burnt?
I mean, brother, never mind the turkey burning. Again, just realizing I've got to go to a family Thanksgiving dinner.
Realizing that your apprentice just messed up again?
Honey, my parents are coming over for the weekend.
Julio Rodriguez is all of us.
He's all of us deep inside.
But not us Jays fans today.
Not today, baby!
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Someone suggested that we could put this scream into some songs here.
Well, that's the thing, is like, if he doesn't want to keep going in baseball, Julio definitely has a career as a rock singer. I mean, just have a listen to this classic Iron Maiden.
It fits so well.
Like, it's so perfect. They, hey, shower acoustics and everything, but the man's got pipes.
I mean, he could also be in a Zeppelin cover band if he wanted to.
Just imagine you're watching TV, CSI rerun comes on, and all of a sudden you hear.
That's George Springer putting on the sunglasses last night. That's what that is.
Knocks one out of the park, baby.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Apparently in China, they are testing these machines in restrooms that make you watch ads in exchange for toilet paper.
Yes, I saw this. You got to watch an ad just to get like 3 squares.
So basically, you have to scan a QR code, watch an ad on your phone, and then once the ad finishes, it's basically like there's no skip button on some of those YouTube videos that you're forced to watch. So that's just terrible, dude.
It's because you're catching people in their absolute most vulnerable state. Like, they can't do anything about it. And it's a little bit of class warfare, because I don't know if you saw, but you can actually tap your card. You can pay to skip the ads. It's not a bunch of money.
That's communism, dude.
You can pay to get around the ads, and then you just get the squares. But if you're broke or don't have any money on you, you got to sit and watch.
How many times have you gone to a public washroom, sat down, and looked up and there's no TP? I'd be so pissed if I watched an ad and then nothing comes out.
And no roll was ejected. That's a lawsuit, brother. Because now you're stuck there. And what are you going to do? You've just been subjected to advertising. It's false advertising.
Imagine seeing someone like waddle out of the stall with their pants around their ankles.
Hearing YouTube ads in the background.
What if your phone dies?
Oh.
Having to reach down under and be like, hey, could I use your phone to scan the ad real quick?
Can you watch an extra ad for me?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Okay, so that toilet paper ad thing in China, and then they add an option for you to select a 1 square, a 3 square, or a 5 square ad. And you've had some Taco Bell, so you need the 5 square ad. So you were literally stuck there watching this commercial.
Dude, the future is probably heading in that direction if they're already doing this.
You know what? I don't need, I think it should be a standard amount of squares, but I would watch a longer ad for plies. Like, give me 60-second ad, give me the 3-ply, the cushiony stuff. You know, with the good rip.
I'm not going to be surprised on what they're going to put ads on in the future. I mean, eventually they're going to make you watch an ad just to wash your hands or something like that.
Oh,
Hell,
yeah?
there'll probably be ads at crosswalks eventually.
If you really want to get across, you have to watch a 30-second unskippable ad.
Yeah.
Then it'll change the light for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes some lights, that might actually be faster. I might be willing to watch an ad to get the crosswalk
Before you
change.
can order food at a restaurant, you got to watch an ad or something.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, the day I pull into a drive-thru and instead of it being the little menu board, it's just like starts showing me an ad for, even if it's not at the restaurant, I'm driving right through. I'll go over a curb.
Well, even some drive-thrus already do that, where you pull up and it's got the automated voice that like tells you the deals before someone kicks in.
Yeah. Or if it's like, are you collecting loyalty points with whatever our app is? And then you're like, oh, no, thank you. And then a completely different voice comes on.
Eventually, there's going to be a world we live in where you're going to have to watch like a 30-second ad before you can open up a contraceptive.
To talk about a mood killer, man. And it'll be for like Pampers or something like that.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, let's go back in time for a second because it's been 32 years since the Jays have been in the World Series. 1993 the last time.
I was 10 years old.
I wasn't even a twinkle in my old man's eye yet myself. Here's some things that might make you feel a little old. The biggest movie of the year in 1993.
Oh, I guess so, eh?
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Damn. Also crazy to think that it's 32 years since they made a good Jurassic Park movie.
Valid. The most popular song at the time when the Jays were in the World Series? Mariah Carey's Dream Lover.
Can I just, like, we're all among friends?
It's a bop.
It's a bop.
It's a bop.
It's a great song, man.
Other movies that came out and stuff, Cool Runnings, Demolition Man.
Oh, They just made movies different back then.
Jurassic Park also inspired supersizing things at McDonald's. That was the first time that became a thing, was in 1993.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And now we can't get a small to save our life.
Here's something crazy. The World Wide Web was introduced in 1993.
Was this back when people were getting AOL online discs in the mail? Plugging them into your computers, waiting 20 minutes to see a JPEG?
1993 was also the initial craze for Beanie Babies. How many of you are still saving those Beanie Babies up because you thought you were going to have a fortune?
One day, the value's going to turn around and some of us are going to be rich.
Power Rangers were available as toys for the first time. Michael Jordan retired for the first time in 93.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the first Harry Potter book was released in 1993.
I always forget they made books before the movies.
Specifically for you, Vince McMahon was charged with steroid distribution in 1993.
Hey, never charged, all right? Never, he was acquitted. Everything's fine.
Sure. But I mean, you just look at so many things like Amazon wasn't a thing back then.
Right, Netflix.
Half of the video games that exist now, not a thing.
That's right, yeah. And never mind all the people waiting for GTA 6. We didn't even have GTA 1.
77% of the current Blue Jays roster was not even alive in 1993.
Damn. That's crazy.
So if anything made you feel old, watching this team should make you feel a little bit old.
Yo, you know what's wild? The Toronto Maple Leafs were only 26 years without a Stanley Cup back then. What a stat.
Hey, man.
What's up, man?
Screw you.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast. It's time for Brock and Dalby's Draft.
We got a text from Jeremy at 762-555 who said, I'm hurting after watching the Jays game last night. What's a good excuse to bail on work today? So we're going to do a draft on the best excuses to call in to get out of work.
And the good thing is, you know, regardless of today, we now know that the Jays got at least 4 more games, so you can hold on to some of these to use
valid
as we go into the World Series. But it seems to be the trend here on these bad drafts. You have once again won rock, paper, scissors for first overall pick.
And I think the best answer is diarrhea or anything poop related.
That's just, nobody wants to ask questions.
Nobody wants to know. I mean, food poisoning, you could say you got like Norwalk or whatever. Nobody wants to hear or deal with your crap, literally.
I think that's the big thing about diarrhea is that there are so many ways to get there that, like, who wants to go into the specifics of it? Oh, you crapped your pants? Please don't bring that to work. I would hate it if you did that.
You can't really ask any more questions other than, okay.
You got all the information you needed for this situation.
Yeah.
My number 1 pick, I'm going with the other classic. It's the dead relative. I had a death in the family. You just have to be careful with this one because you've only got so many grandparents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to mix in an aunt or an uncle every now and
The
again.
best part is you can plan ahead because you can legally get, 10 days of bereavement here in Canada?
Yeah, bereavement leave.
Yeah.
And if you start planting, like, that's the thing, right? Because people will be like, oh, your grandma died on the day of Game 7 of the ALCS? You got to start setting the table early. You know that game's
Start
coming
saying
up on
grandma's
Monday.
really sick right now.
Yeah, I've been really worried about my grandma. She's not feeling well. And then, boom, you're not in that day.
Coming in at number 2, I'm going to go with a plumbing emergency.
Oh, burst pipe?
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of water in the basement?
Yeah, pipe burst, leaky water heater, something, sump pump overflowed, kid flushed something down the toilet. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to feel bad for you because it's a traumatic thing for anyone, especially if you own a house.
That's just it. It's a nightmare experience that every homeowner is terrified of. Even if you rent a home, like, there's a chance this is going to happen. So it's not unbelievable. It's very plausible.
Yeah.
For number 2, I'm bringing in one that you can only use it if you're looking for a few days off, but it is still a go-to jam. I'm going with COVID. You got a little bit of a cough? You don't even have to say you've got a positive test. People still get it. It's still a thing. And it's still enough that if you say, I think I might have COVID, people are going to say, do not come to work.
I'll say this. It depends what industry you're working in. If you're in the trades, someone's going to be like, it's not a real thing anymore.
Well, sure, you might have to deal with a few people.
People are going to be like, just come in, dude. Nobody cares.
You might have to deal with some skeptics, but there's still signs in every business around town saying if you've had a cough in the last 3 days, do not come in here.
Yeah. You might get a lot of suck-it-ups, though, in my opinion. For number 3 here, for best excuses to get out of work, I'm surprised you haven't taken it yet. Your kids.
Damn.
Your kids.
I really thought I could take this one in the third round.
I'm surprised you thought that was a sleeper pick.
You don't have kids. Why would I think you were going to take that?
Your kids are sick. They got in trouble. They're missing. Kids is the ultimate excuse to bail on just about anything. And, I mean, hey, I could call in and be like, I just found out I have a kid. And I could probably get out of work.
Hang on. You're telling me that COVID's not a good one because people will tell you to suck it up? But you finding out you knocked up the old lady is going to get you out of work?
No, I'm saying I found out I've got a 10-year-old and everyone's going to be like, oh, my God, dude, what the hell? I mean, they might think some things of me, but I'll get the day off at least.
Well, what are you going to do with the 10-year-old after? How are you going to get out of that? People are going to expect him to be around.
I'm going to step up, that's for sure.
For my third one, I'm going to take a break-in, whether it's to your house or to your car. We've all been there before. People walk around neighborhoods, start jiggling door handles, smashing windows to steal whatever's in your car. I can't just come into work. I have to deal with this. I have to wait for the cops. I have to make a statement. I've got to get my insurance company on the phone. And it's such a wide thing that people go, oh, God, that's the worst. Good luck with all that.
So true.
That'll get you the day off. Even better, I went out to my car. I don't have a catalytic converter anymore. All right, take the day.
Very relatable in this town. All right, running through the picks here. Best excuses for calling out of work. I got diarrhea or anything number 2 related. Plumbing emergency in at number 2. And then I've got kids in at number 3.
I got a dead relative at number 1. You got the COVID at number 2. And number 3, someone broke into your car.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I'm very proud to announce victory! Got a huge W, landslide victory here in the draft.
Yeah, you know, it's my turn to be man enough to admit defeat on this one. But I you know, once you got the first overall pick, I knew you were going to take diarrhea, and that is the number 1 pick. But when you scooped having kids that are sick, I knew it was over. Mm-hmm. I was behind all the 8 balls on this one.
I can't believe you let that one go, man.
I just didn't think you'd be thinking about kids.
We got a lot of stuff that came through on the text line, but Zeddy Bear said this is the best excuse or best way to get out of work if you're hungover.
You don't call in sick, because if you call in sick, your boss is going to be like, oh, he stayed up all night watching the Blue Jays game. But if you go into work and throw up in front of your boss, then he'll tell you to go home.
I mean, it depends on how cool you are with your boss.
That's true. I feel like we have all worked for at least one boss that would be like, go wash your hands, put on a mask, and get back to work.
Yeah.
Like, you just, got to get back to the game.
They might just give you crap for it and be like, that's very unprofessional, blah, blah, blah.
The key is if you have that boss, you throw up on them.
A lot of people saying that car troubles is a great excuse, but that one's tough because someone might offer to pick you up.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Like, you can't do anything that could end with them being the hero. Like, oh, my car won't run. Okay, well, we can be there in 10 minutes. Or, hey, just take an Uber or a cab and expense it to the company when you get here.
We've got AJ on the phone. AJ, what's something we left off both of our lists?
Dog, your pets in general. But, yeah, dog's getting sick, or you call in, you say your dog's got into the skunk. No one's going to call you into work for that.
It's kind of like the kids one. Everybody instantly feels bad. Not for you, but for the dog,
Well, that's just it.
Oh, 100%.
It's kind of like your line of the diarrhea, the one that won you the draft, basically. If you say that your dog is crapping everywhere, no person with a heart is going to tell you to come into work.
Yeah.
You stay home, you deal with that.
Well, it's like the skunk thing. If I get sprayed by a skunk, you don't care that much. But if it's my dog, you're like, oh,
poor sweet angel.
Poor thing. Or the worst is when you wake up to the sound of throwing up. Then it's just like, okay, it's a mess now. Clean this up. Dog's sick. Shut down everything.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's been a long time since we attempted a world record, and I don't know. I'm going to run this one by you and see what you think, but there is a guy who just broke a new world record.
Okay.
But I'm going to play you the audio, and I want to see if you can guess what it is.
Sure.
All right?
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Any ideas?
I have a few. I don't feel like we're allowed to...
Don't think dirty. Something me and you actually do every day.
Something me and you do every day? It sounds like, it obviously sounds like skin flapping, like mouth flapping, lip flapping, maybe something to do with that.
Is
it clapping?
It's kind of a bro thing.
Is it fist bumping?
Stop.
It is. That is fist bumping.
I got it.
Wow, those are aggressive.
There we
fist
go.
bumps.
This is the world record for the most fist bumps in 30 seconds. He got 424 in 30 seconds.
424. So how is it? Because I'm just hearing the audio. He's
Here,
just
I'll show you the video
standing
now.
across from
So
a
it's
dude?
two guys standing there.
Yeah.
3,
And so what
2,
they do is they have
1,
both fists,
go.
and they just kind of clack them together.
Going back and forth. Yeah, rapid fire punches.
Which I know nobody else can see this video, and the audio just sounds disturbing.
It sounds really gross. It sounds like a very different record being set. But once you see it, I mean, it does make a lot of sense in how you do it. You would need incredible forearm stamina.
Yeah, you would.
You gotta stir a lot of thick pots of mac and cheese to build up the duration for that sort of thing.
Now, the only thing that annoys me is this isn't an official Guinness World Record. I guess this guy who did it, David Rush, he just has a YouTube page, and all he does is break world records. He's claiming 424, but I don't know who counted this thing.
Well, you'd have to slow it down to almost a frame by frame. Like, they're going so quickly that, yeah, there would be some... You would need someone to identify each individual dap.
It almost also seems like he's the one who's dapping Nux, and his buddy just stands there holding his knuckles.
Yeah, that's the second guy, and that's probably why it's his record and not their record.
There's a pitcher and a catcher in this scenario.
The second guy is literally just standing there to catch fists.
He's just taking it, yeah.
He's just getting pounded.
As you can hear. Do you think this is doable, 424?
I'll tell you right now, I couldn't do it. I could be the second guy.
Well,
I
you got
could
a little
be
bit of the tremors, so you might be able to, like, you might be able to go a little faster than I could.
Yeah, my early onset Parkinson's might be an additional stipulation.
One of the few times it might come to your advantage.
I just know for a fact I don't have that, like, stamina in my upper arms. I could be the guy. I could brace. I could be your bottom, if you know what I'm saying. I could stand there for you.
You want to pound it, brother?
You could pound me. I don't think I could pound you.
All right, we'll give it a shot. And, I mean, I guess we'll have to count it and see tomorrow if we break the world record.
I think we'll know pretty quickly if we are coming up short.
All right, get over here, brother.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
My hands hurt so bad.
I don't know why I'm out of breath from...
Because you were doing full body fist bumping is why.
Look at how red my knuckles are, man.
Look at how red my knuckles are. You beat the hell out of me.
You said you just wanted to take it. That's not my fault.
Well, I thought maybe you'd be gentle. We should have bought me a drink first.
I don't know why I was moving my legs so much during that. I felt like if I got more motion.
You were in full shadow boxer mode. Like you were sparring with my fists.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, there was maybe a lot of pent-up aggression that I was leaning into. Man, we've been working together for 5 years. This is the first chance I've ever had to make a fist at you.
It was two guys who set a record for the most fist bumps in 30 seconds. It was some number well over 400.
424.
424. So we tried it. I'm not going to lie. I hope we did it, but I don't think we did it. There were a couple times where you slowed down. There was a couple times where I reeled my hands back in because it was starting to really hurt.
Yeah.
I'll count, but I don't think we've set a record here today.
Well, we'll find out. If not, then I enjoyed it.
If not, then you just punched me hundreds of times for no reason.
Hey, if you want to punch a coworker today and not get HR involved,
tell them you were trying to set a record.
Yeah, attempt this world record.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we started our new contest yesterday. We were looking for confessions, things that you've never told your parents before.
Things your daddy don't know.
And we've got 3 contestants on the line here looking to win $100 in Lotto Max tickets for tonight's jackpot.
$25 million up for grabs in the Lotto Max tonight. You can get your tickets all across the province, but you could also get $100 in tickets right here on Win Stuff with Brock and Dalby.
As always, if you are not one of our 3 confessors, you are a judge, so let us know who has the best confession of something they've never told their parents. But we'll start on line 1 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Chris. All right. All we need you to do is tell us something that you've never told your parents. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Tell us your story.
When I was younger, I lived in Sudbury, and I was about 10 years old. My brother was about 10. I was about 15. And I shot him with a pellet gun. It was by accident. I hit him in the side, and I told him I'll bribe you with candy if you don't tell or show mom or dad the mark.
Now, Chris, let me just ask you, was it by accident or was it by accident?
It was by accident because I had my finger on the trigger.
Sound like a great older brother. All right, stay on hold, buddy. Okay, we go to line 2 now. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
It's Tyler.
Tyler. All right, we're looking for a story that you've never told your parents. Are you ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, take it away.
Okay, so when I was probably 8 or 9, I was playing with a barbecue lighter, and I lit my uncle's room on fire, and then I told the fire department that I was just jumping and my foot lit it on fire.
Hey, like the long, bendy-ended barbecue lighter, that sort of thing, with the trigger on it?
Yeah, the one that's impossible to do without opposable thumb.
And when you say you set his room on fire, the whole place engulfed in flames, or?
Yeah, it was legit.
Oh my God. Did anyone possibly buy that excuse?
I don't think that they bought it, but they didn't dig any deeper.
Just let it slide. All right.
Well, we got another fire story today.
You're fessing up. That's good.
All right, stay on hold, buddy. All right, let's go to line 3. All right, caller number 3, what's your name?
Good morning, it's Bruce.
Bruce, all right, you're our final contestant here this morning on Confessions of Things You Never Told Your Parents. You got something good for us?
Yeah, when I was 16, we moved from Ottawa to Morrisburg, and my parents bought a hobby farm. And the very next year, I got a friend of mine from Ottawa to bring down 40 clones, and we planted 40 clones, and it worked out well. A couple of months after I planted them, somebody had gone through the patch with a four-wheeler. I thought, wow, it's gone. But they didn't know what they ran over.
They just went and drove over all your crops.
So you just came home mad and your parents didn't know why?
Yeah, but they didn't ruin it. They popped back up about 3 weeks later.
Sounds like you were pretty cool, Bruce.
Well, I'm going to keep you on hold regardless, and we can maybe talk later. We'll figure something out. Stay on hold.
We need to figure out a way to get young Bruce with his pot farm next to young Tyler with his barbecue lighter, and then we're really having a party.
Yeah. What are we thinking? Line 1, 2, 3? Is it the fire guy again?
Yeah. I mean, shooting someone with a pellet gun is kind of standard older brother stuff. Growing pot on your parents' hobby farm is pretty crazy, but I do feel like they probably also knew.
Mm-hmm.
Starting a fire.
Burning down your uncle's room?
And not getting in trouble is crazy talk.
Fire wins again. Text line seems to agree. Are you still there, you little pyro?
I am still here, yeah.
You get yourself a ding and a round of applause and $100 in Lotto Max tickets, all right?
Let's go.
If you do happen to win the big jackpot, you got some nickels and dimes for the fellas over here?
I'll have some loonies and toonies.
No barbecue lighters with your lotto winnings. None.
It sounds good.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I think you should send a text. I think you should send a text. I think you should send a text. 762-555. I think you should send a text. Ask us anything that you want. I think you should send a text. 762-555. All right, let's get her going. 762-555. First question in here says, do you think the Jays actually stand a chance against the Dodgers?
Well, yeah, that's why sports get played. Like, the games get played. It's gonna be tough. The Dodgers are both the biggest payroll in baseball and therefore also the most talented team in baseball.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any negative talk, all right? Hey, anything can happen in sports, like you said.
That's just it. It's a 7-game series. The bats are huge for the Jays. That's what it's going to take to win.
Also, it would be a great, kind of jab because Ohtani pump faked us thinking he was coming here a couple years ago, so it'd be a great little revenge.
I forgot all about Jet Watch when we were watching every international flight coming into Pearson in Toronto to be like, is that Ohtani? Is he signing with the Jays? Be nice to just rub his nose in it.
What are some signs you should not become a parent?
I mean, there are a lot, but the probably biggest one is Do you ever look to yourself in the mirror in the morning or at night and just go, how did I get through the day?
Yeah.
If that's the case, and I think that is the case for a lot of people, don't add more responsibility to your life, you know?
If you think about the idea of a kid and you want to flee,
Yeah.
it's probably,
Also, if you've ever had 8 hours of sleep and you've woken up and gone, God, that felt good, and you'd like to ever do it again, don't have kids.
Think about it every weekend when I sleep in, brother. Someone said, what's a trend you wish would die already? Oh, that 6'7".
So what we've started doing, and parents, please use this by all means because it is working. Every time one of the kids in our house goes 6'7", we flick them right in the middle of the forehead. Just a little.
No, that's good parenting.
Right in the
there.
forehead. And you know what? The 6'7" has gone down by at least 67% in our home.
I love to hear it. Did you guys place any bets last night? I wanted $109, says Ashley. I'm too cheap. I can't gamble.
I'm a recovering gambling addict, so
I think we've said it before. Dolby had like a full spreadsheet a couple years ago. It was a problem.
I don't gamble on sports anymore. I gamble with my heart. I stayed up past 11 o'clock last night. That was my gamble.
I want to gamble so bad. Like, I know buddies that are making all these parlays all the time, and some of them will hit big.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I should. And then, like, I look at my bank account and I'm like, I mustn't.
Well, and the thing, again, and from the other side, I can tell you, when those big parlays hit, they usually just about cover all of your losses recently.
Mm-hmm.
You're very rarely up, so.
Someone said, listening to the podcast from BadPod 238, how did your pocket meat taste?
Excuse you?
What is that in reference to?
Okay, so today's episode will be 401. So 238, if I'm thinking back about the right time period, do you remember it was like the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, and the woman, I want to say from one of the prairie provinces, was caught on a hot mic saying she had pocket ham?
Oh,
She just kept ham in her pockets of her curling pants for like snacking.
And I think we were talking about how pocket meat would be the move.
Yeah, I still believe in it. I'd keep a Slim Jim in my pocket if they were deeper.
I was reading this text, and it's funny because we just talk about nothing all the time. I don't remember half the things we talk about.
That's just it. There are now, as of today, once the show is over, there will be 401 30-minute or so episodes of our podcast, and that only got started about a year and a half ago. We have done so many topics on so many things that unfortunately when we say out-of-pocket stuff, it doesn't always hang around.
If you ever want to cancel us, go through the podcast. I'm sure there's something you can find.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.